The more I try and figure out this movie, the crazier I feel. Like, there's nothing in this movie that makes sense. Pause here for title card. So obviously there's a bee. I got that right. The Bee Movie has bees in it.
Not the bees!
I think his name is Jerry. Or Gary? Jerry, Gary, Barry, Carrie. It's one of those names. He is a short, round bee, must have a tall, skinny bee friend, just because that's how these things go. If you're short and round, you must have a tall, skinny friend. It's in the contract. So Barry, Gary, Larry, Carrie is starting his first day of work at the honey making factory. But he doesn't like it. It's probably too boring or something. So Barry, Harry, Larry, Gary sneaks out of the hive and gets into a lot of trouble. But he meets a girl because there's the human bee romance. I know that. That's like what this movie is infamous for.
Infamy! Infamy! They've all got it in for me!
And the girl probably already has a boyfriend, because that's also another thing that's in the contract. If you're chasing after a girl and you're the main protagonist of the story, you're obviously helping her get out of a relationship. Barry, Larry, Gary, Harry, Carrie, Mary meets the girl, Thumbelina, and he talks to her. Right? And then she's all shocked because bees can't talk, but apparently they can, they just aren't allowed to talk to humans. And that's where the infamous line,
You like jazz?
comes from, right? They start a romantic tryst, which they have to keep hidden from her boyfriend and his hive. But it doesn't matter, because love can conquer everything, even interspecies relationships. Which I suppose, if Larry, Harry, Gary is asexual, that wouldn't really make much of a difference. Because it would just be like a relationship. So I guess that doesn't make much of a difference if they are different species, because they can still hang out with each other and still have companionship. Yeah, Larry Barry goes to a farm and sees the way the humans are treating the bees at the farm. Then he gets really mad about that because they're like, the humans are gassing the beehives and stealing the honey that bees have worked all their lives to produce. Harry Berry sues honey companies to get all the honey back, right? And they win. But in the third act twist, he and the girl have to break up, because that's how romance movies do their third act twist. They can't think of anything else. The way that Barry Sherry approaches the case, he does something that makes the girl mad. Maybe he uses some underhanded tactics to win the case. And then the girl's all like, no, I thought you were better than this. Oh, I can't be with someone who's gonna do this sort of thing, and then, leaves. And then the third act is all sad. Harry Berry is trying to figure out ways to get Thumbelina, the girl, to come back to him. It's like, oh no, what do I do? And he's like going to his friends and his family for advice, and they're like, it's a full-ass human lady? Maybe this is a good thing? That you're broken up because it could never work? And he's like, and it's so sad because he loves her and needs to be with her. Needs to be with her. And his life is over. And there's like a big montage of both of them just being mournfully in the rain. Maybe the girl gets approached by her ex-boyfriend, and he's like, come be with me. You can't be with a bee. You can't be with a bumblebee. And she's sadly like, yeah, maybe you're right. And then she tries, like maybe they go on one date. But like when they're there, she realizes, oh man, I wish you were someone else. I wish you were that bee that I can't remember the name of. I wish you were Larry, Gary, Barry, Sherry, Carrie, Harry, Terry. Why can't you be Larry, Barry, Sherry, Carrie, Harry, Terry? And then she runs away, and like Barry was looking for her and like came to where he figured the date would be. When he gets there, he finds that she's not there and has a talk with the boyfriend. And then the boyfriend's like, well, she loves you, so you need to go to her. And he's like, okay. So then we get this really dramatic scene of her, I don't know, packing up and getting on an airplane or something. And like, he's rushing through the airport terminal to get to be with the girl he loves. And he makes it just in time. And he's like, wait, no, you don't have to leave to go work at a fashion magazine in Paris. I love you. And they embrace very carefully because he is tiny and we do not want to crush him. And then they go off and they try and get married, but they have to file a civil rights suit because, well, it's a new case. Who's ever heard of a bee marrying a human? But in the end, they decided to it's just paper. It doesn't matter. They're there for each other. They love each other. And male worker drones don't live that long anyways, so why waste the few months that they'll get filing legal paperwork when they can be together? So that's what I think the Bee movie's about. Let me know in the comments if I was way off. I feel like I was. But thank you for listening. I was stuck in bed, and you were stuck here with me, but now you may go and live your lives. Go, be cute, be gay, do crime. Bye!